Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. Today we are going to see why we need the upskill the police force in India. Content for this video I given in the description. You can go through and study. It is a common phenomenon that police personnel are using very rough and abusive language. Their attitude towards public generally remains harassing. They often forget that at the end of the day they are public servant, and the end result is the development of a detaching tendency amongst public at large from the police personnel. Lack of proper training is one of the most important factors behind the same. During their training, they are taught basic lessons of the Indian Penal Code, Police Act, and Code of Criminal Procedures, but probably not taught to keep good and sympathetic behavior with public. Perhaps they are not advised during their training that they are public servants and meant for help and service of common mass. The result is that after training, when policemen are posted on their duties, they act like administrators. Such feeling creates abusive obstruction in keeping amicable relations between police and public. A constable is the first point of contact for the public. Therefore, a constable is expected to have some analytical and decision making capabilities and the ability to deal with people with tact, understanding, and firmness. For constables should give greater training in soft skills such as communication, counseling, and leadership, given they need to deal with the public regularly. The entry level qualification, that is completion of class 10th or 12th in many states, and training of constables do not qualify them for the role but should be to class 12th or graduation. We have been continuing with the system of recruiting home guards as casual workers to fill the human resource gap. This is one major reason for the lackadaisical policing in most states and should not be allowed to continue in perpetuity. As India makes rapid advances towards becoming an economic and political superpower, our police cannot continue to remain frozen in the frame of past era. The transformative reforms in the Indian police is possible through appropriate intervention in skill building and attitudinal training. So there is need to upgrade the skills of our policemen to effectively tackling religious violence, cybercrime, and economic offences. Bible talks about upskilling of police. In Genesis chapter 14, verse 14 to 16, when Abraham heard that his nephew had been taken captive, he mobilized his 318 trained men who had been born in his household, and he pursued the invaders as far as dawn. Then during the night Abraham divided his force against them and defeated them. He chased them as far as Hobah, which is north of Damascus. He retrieved all the stolen property. He also brought back his nephew Lot and his possessions, as well as the women and rest of the people.